Can we truly separate the words we use from the world we occupy? How much does language shape our understanding of reality? These questions form the heart of Ludwig Wittgenstein's philosophical investigations, a groundbreaking text that transformed the course of philosophical study. The focus of this revolutionary piece lies in the philosophy of language and the mind. Wittgenstein posits that problems in philosophy stem from a misinterpretation of language's logic and how we discuss knowledge, intention, and an assortment of other ideas. Debuted posthumously in 1953, Philosophical Investigations is Wittgenstein's exploration of language and its intricate association with our perception of reality. In this exploration, Wittgenstein strived to instill the understanding that language and our reality perception are closely interwoven. He unveiled the concept of language games to illuminate how language operates in various scenarios. He dissected the notion of a private language, stressing that language is a societal occurrence. Wittgenstein also ventured into the boundaries of language, implying it's unable to articulate what's beyond our immediate experience. This, he reasoned, our world. Wittgenstein shakes up the traditional notions of language and meaning, giving a fresh spin to the philosophical discourse. Wittgenstein introduces the concept of language games, a term he uses to describe the diverse ways language functions in various contexts. From everyday communication to philosophical discourse, Wittgenstein argues that language is not a static system of symbols, but rather a dynamic, context-dependent game of meaning. He also into the idea of rule following, arguing that understanding a language is not just about knowing the rules, but about participating in the language game. Our participation in the language game adds a twist to the interpretation of rules, making the nature of language even more complex. Wittgenstein further unravels the intricacies of language with his critique of private language. He posits that language by its very nature is a social phenomenon. Wittgenstein argues that language is inherently social, and the idea of a language understood by only one person is fundamentally flawed. Wittgenstein delves into the boundaries of language. He proposes that language can define numerous facets of our world, yet it lacks the ability to convey what is outside of our direct experience. Wittgenstein argues that language has its limits, and these limits define the boundaries of our world. In conclusion, Philosophical Investigations stands as a testament to Wittgenstein's intellectual prowess and his profound impact on the field of philosophy. His examination of language games, rule-following, private language, and the limits of language offers a rich tapestry of ideas that continue to stimulate discourse and inspire further investigation. Ludwig Wittgenstein's Philosophical Investigations is a shining beacon in the realm of philosophical thought, shedding light on the complex relationship between language and our perception of the world. Voiceover. While Philosophical Investigations, the magnum opus of Ludwig Wittgenstein, has been influential and widely studied worldwide, including here in Nepal, it has also faced criticism, as any significant philosophical work does. For starters, Wittgenstein's writing style in Philosophical Investigations can be dense and difficult to understand, posing a challenge to those less versed in philosophical jargon. Moreover, some critics argue that Wittgenstein's philosophical inquiries may not directly address the cultural and societal concerns specific to Nepal, thereby limiting its relevance. Additionally, while Philosophical Investigations offers deep insights into the nature of language and communication, some critics may argue that its abstract philosophical inquiries do not provide concrete solutions to real-world problems, reducing its practical application. Furthermore, critics may argue that Wittgenstein's philosophical framework is too rooted in Western philosophical traditions, hinting at a degree of ethnocentrism. Despite the criticisms, Philosophical Investigations continues to spark debates in Nepal, offering valuable insights into language, meaning, and philosophy that stimulate critical thinking across diverse cultural and philosophical contexts.